Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Asya Sarah from class 191A21 with study number 19251070. So, in this video, I want to give my opinion about smoking in the campus area. In my opinion, smoking in the campus area must really be forbidden by the campus area. Why? Because campus is place for student to study, so student can have comfortable and safe place to learn. While cigarettes, if allowed to enter the campus area, will damage the air circle in campus area a lot. Moreover, cigarettes are not only dangerous for the users but also for people around them, especially for breathing. Cigarette smoke can disturb other students. The smell is strong, very strong, right? With the thick smoke that makes people uncomfortable. Even some people can cough or feel hard to breathe because of inhaling the smoke. The campus should be a clean and comfortable place to study, not place of air pollution because of cigarette smoke. Smoking in campus can also be a bad example for other students because why? If there is one student seen smoking in the campus area and it is allowed, later other students will follow, and as a result, the whole campus will smell like cigarette, which is not good for their health and their future. The campus must really have a strict rule about smoking in the campus. It should not be allowed, and there must be a strict prohibition to not smoke in campus area. If someone wants to smoke, that must do in far away from the campus area, so the smoke will not reach the campus. So, and conclude that smoking in the campus area is a very bad thing. We all as students must take care of our campus environment to keep it clean, healthy, and comfortable for everyone. Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Asya Sarah, and the next video I'm going to present about simple present tense. In the presentation, I will explain what simple present tense is, how to use it, and also give you some explain for each subject form. So please pay attention and let's learn together. So first, I'm going to talk a little about what simple present tense actually is. Basically, this tense is used to describe habits, daily routines, or general facts that are always true. For example, when you say, I go to campus every day, it shows your daily routine, or the sunrise in the east. That's a fact, something that never changes. The sun is rise in the east, right? So the main idea of simple present tense is about things that happen regularly or facts that are always true. Next, what is simple present tense? The simple present tense is one of the most common tense in English. We use it when we talk about action that happen repeatedly, things we do every day, or permanent situation. It's also used when we talk about schedule or instruction. So basically, if something happens again and again, or it's a fact, we use simple present tense. Next. Characteristic of simple present tense. Uh, Number one, the predicate in the simple present tense sentence is in the form or verb infinitive. Infinitive. Number two, if in the verbal form there is a question sentence, it must be added with do or does, then followed by the subject. Meanwhile, in a non-verbal sentence, it starts with to be am, are, is. Number three, in the negative form of simple present tense, the words do not, don't, or does not, doesn't need to be added if there is a verb that ends with s, is, then it must be removed. Function of simple present tense. The number one, expressing emotion feelings. When we want to show our expression or feeling through a sentence, we can use the simple present tense. Example, I so in love with you. Number two, giving instruction. We often see a command or instruction written in the form of simple present tense. For example, sit down please. Next, number three, the schedule event. The schedule event tense is to tell about an event or activity that will happen in the near future. For example, she leaves for Jakarta tomorrow. Number four, general threat. It means things that are already certain and known by everyone. For example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This thing is surely true and proven because water always boils at that temperature under normal conditions. The next function of simple present tense, habits. Habits mean something that is done continuously and consistently. For example, my mother drinks tea every morning, or we play badminton every weekend. It's a habit for someone. The next, instruction. Instruction means command or direction. For example, like command board we often see on the street. Besides that, there are also instructions that we can find on product packages. For example, keep this box in a dry place or turn off the light after use. The last function of simple present tense is fixed schedules. Something that is already scheduled or definitely going to happen. For example, going to work, going to school, or going to course. Uh, for example, the movie starts at 8 p.m. Our flight departs at 10 in the morning. The meeting begins at 2 p.m. Next, structure of simple present tense. Number one, for affirmation, positive sentence. Number two, for negative sentence. Number three, for interrogative question sentence. Is a formula about the structure. Is a example for the structure simple present tense. Is adverb of time. Simple present tense formula. Positive form. The the formula is subject plus verb 1 or verb 1 plus s plus complement. For example, she plays the guitar beautifully because it's verb 1 plus s, so play jadi plays karena ditambah s di belakangnya. Number two, negative form. The rumus is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus complement. For example, she does not play the guitar beautifully. Number 3, interrogative form. The rumus is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement plus question. For example, does she play the guitar beautifully? Jadi, singkatnya, simple present tense formula ini yang pertama positif, negatif, sama interrogatif. Positif itu tentang kalimat benar, yang kedua tentang kalimat yang tidaknya, yang ketiga tentang kalimat yang ditanyakan. Simple present tense formula in nominal sentence. A nominal sentence is a sentence that expresses a state of being or identifies something. It can describe a person, profession, place, or anything that functions as a noun. The first one, positive form. Structure is subject plus to be plus complement. For example, she is a doctor. Number 2, negative form. Structure is subject plus to be plus not plus complement. For example, she is not a doctor. Number 3, interrogative form. Structure is to be plus subject plus complement plus question. Example, is she a doctor? Yang membedakan nominal sentence sama verbal sentence itu dia ada interrogative form with WH question. It means a question that begins with a WH word. Is what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why, or how. The structure is WH question plus to be plus subject and plus question. For example, where is she? Where is she a doctor? Pola simple present tense berdasarkan person. First person in the point of view of the speaker or the writer. In the first person singular, the pronoun used is I when the speaker is the subject and me, my, mine when the speaker becomes the object or source precision. The point of view is usually used when someone wants to introduce themselves or talk about themselves. Contoh kalimat simple present tense-nya itu my name is Dika. I study at Bina Sarana Informatika. The number 2, first person plural. The pronoun used to first person plural is we. If it becomes the subject, us. If it becomes the subject, and our or ours. If it's so, our ships. However, us and our or ours both mean we or us. So, to know which one to use, you must understand the context of the sentence first. Contoh kalimat sebagai subjek, we are students of BSI University. Number 3, second person. Second person is the point of view of the second person or someone we are talking to at the moment. The pronoun used in the second person singular is you if acts as a subject and your or yours if it's self possession. Just like we or ours or our You or your or yours also mean you or you all. To know which one it means, we must understand the context of the conversation. Contoh kalimatnya, you look so happy today. Or, do you like watching a movie? The number four, third person singular. The pronouns used in the third person singular are he, she, and it. This situation happens when we talk about someone who is not present with us. For example, he plays guitar every weekend. Person number five. I'm sorry, is typo. Number five, the pronouns used in the person plural. The pronouns used in the third person plural are they, them, and their. The situation happens when we talk about more than one person or two or more who are not present with us. The expression for the kalimat yaitu they play basketball every Sunday. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.